Hey, what's up, all you crazy geeks and gamers? My name is Bryan Donihue, your one-legged gem, and you are watching Season 2, Episode 14 of The Misadventures of the Restore Corps, The Rise of the Ruby Queen. So before we get to the episode today, you are watching us play the sequel to Hidden Worlds Incursion, which is the Hidden Worlds Refined Core. It's this lovely book here. And, of course, the players are playing the others, which is all found in the other handbook, conveniently. Those are available both on the website and at our next convention, which, by the way, is MesquiCon this Saturday, March 11th, 2023, for those of you who are, well, watching this week. And the show runs from 10 to 5. We'll be there with my crew. We'll have all kinds of game books. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're actually also launching a brand new product. We call it Behind the Screen. It's a GM campaign builder. So what this is this is 120 pages of notes for any campaign that you run, not just for Hidden Worlds, but this is system agnostic. So if you run, well, any of the other games out there, you can also use this book. So what's all in here? Character notes, NPC notes, locations, both grid, so you can map them out, and notes, of course, creatures, treasure, and lots and lots of pages of session notes that you can detail exactly how the gamers screwed up your plotline, as they are wont to do. So, all those will be available at MesquiCon this weekend, and they will be available on the website the following week once I get through the convention. So, I think that's about it. Oh, of course, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out our membership options available on the website. And what else? Oh, that's right. On with the show. Okay, so we are back after a short hiatus. Well, long for us. When last we visited with our intrepid explorers, they had been hurriedly rescued from Mackinac Island by the Coast Guard, who was only too glad to provide transport off of Mackinac so that they could actually, restore order to the island, and transported to Beaver Island, as you folks have surmised is the Isle of Strange Light. You have if I remember right, 42, you ended up taking some time, made some rolls, and ended up finding coordinates basically for the highest point on the island, which is not that high at all. Yeah.
And a time for the actual event.
Yes. Time is running short for you folks to do your thing and save the world.
I had discovered the two pieces, the keys, were basically like a cipher, but I was missing a piece.
Yes. Yep. Did you have the two pieces, or did you have?
I have the two. I have two of the keys. We have the red key, right? The ruby key. No.
Yeah.
We have the emerald
key, and
the crystal key.
And the crystal key.
Right. Yeah, you're missing one of them, which is where you think the next one is where you're going now. So, as a reminder, if I can pull it up, if I can find my paperwork, the clue that you were working off of is the Isle of Strangeite under the tallest of peaks. The church that was outcast now shelters the hidden. The path to the Ruby Queen lies beneath the throne, encased in a pithos made like the feet of Nebuchadnezzar. To unlock the pithos, wrestle the key from the guardian, hidden behind what is not what it seems. Beware, those who enter the Church of the Hidden must be penitent in their approach. The ruby key will unlock the tome. So, you have landed in the Coast Guard provided Black Hawk. They've dropped you off, and pretty much as soon as you are clear of the rotors, they power back up and are gone. Headed back over to Mackinac to help clean up. So you are basically at the on the helipad for the Beaver Island airport right now. Standing there, most of you dressed well. Vlad, you're in your sunsuit, so you look like a cast member of a zombie movie or a virus movie.
Yeah. A toxic.
What you
Avenger.
doing?
Well, I think we'll need the van.
Hey, Fred, van us.
He kind of nods, pulls the little matchbox truck out of his pocket, sets it down, and makes just a slight gesture, with his hands, and then steps back. He set it a fair amount away from all of you, and in a burst of light and smoke, all of a sudden the van is fully large and sitting in front of you. It kind of
Does it make a gust when it does this?
no, it kind of, looking at it, actually, all of you who are looking at it in curiosity, give me a survival awareness roll.
You didn't make a show of using the fob this time?
No.
Okay. It's not terrible.
90.
Okay.
53.
51. I rolled a 1. And then a 19.
Oh, ouch.
I just got a good time, though.
Ugh.
70 Jessie roll there.
I
got
got
83.
71.
73.
Yeah, that hurts. 75 was a good roll for me.
This could have been worse. This could have been worse time to do it.
It's true.
Glitch, what'd you roll?
83.
Okay.
Nice.
So, like, all of you except Imp and 42 kind of see as the van like unfolds like this weird origami fold, just, and then is solid in front of you. Imp and 42, it happened just a little bit too fast for you to see, and you were just a little bit distracted with something.
Is the van white?
It's black.
Oh, darn.
I was distracted by the realization the tacos are coming back.
Yes. Yeah.
That's important. You know, we should repaint the van white, and then we can name it Vanna.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't get it.
I am all for that.
I don't want us to have a creepy,
We'll explain it to you later.
unmarked white van, please. Thank you.
No. We still have the official logo on the side.
Hey,
Well,
how many hours
I mean,
we have left? Like
and-
76 or something? Let's get moving.
We can't worry about that right now. We got to keep focused here.
Look, we got 2 of the keys right here. I mean,
As
they
you're
won't unlock
standing
anything.
there, Fred actually does pull out the key fob, goes boop, and he goes bloop bloop,
Was that just to unlock?
Just to unlock, turn off the alarm.
His arm.
Let's get in the van. Fred, does our GPS system in the van do coordinates?
Yes.
All right. 42, you had those. Let's input those coordinates.
Yeah, we have satellite access. This is not a hard concept.
Yeah, but like, does the TomTom get?
Gruff. No,
Oh,
it's a Tim. We don't have time for this, Gruff.
It's a Tim
I
Tam.
negotiated that contract. Trust me, we don't have the best ones on there.
While I'm saying this, I'm entering the coordinates.
Yeah, it pulls up.
longingly towards the coffee shop and gets in the van.
I mean, listen. Normally,
The coffee actually smells really. You can actually smell it.
normally I'm the one who does all the map stuff. I was confused. Okay.
Yeah, and Sapling, you kind of go, ooh, that's good coffee.
So much better than the Mackinac Hotel coffee.
It's all right, Gruff.
I have a
I know.
coffee expertise.
I know you
I'm gonna
usually
have to-
use a compass. This is too high tech for you.
I pull out my compass and yeah.
Let's go.
Come on, guys, we gotta
Will
move.
Weekends get in the van.
But you don't want
I
coffee?
put a hand on like
I'm already
on
in.
Sapling's back and like help guide her to the van so she
As
doesn't
I-
go for the coffee.
Hey, Sapling, if you
As
need
I-
coffee, you have the card.
We don't have time.
Point of interest. As I look at my compass, what's it doing?
in the gym.
Is it a standard compass?
Yeah.
Okay, it's pointing as north should point. So it's pointing the way it should point,
Okay.
as far as you can
So,
tell.
it doesn't look like we've got a lot of iron content in the ground right now. Everything looks pretty normal. It's weird. Normally, this far up in this state, we tend to get a little dispersion, and it's a little hard to navigate with a standard compass. It happens because of the iron plates in the, and I go into this really long
The
geography rant.
directions are in the.
Come on, Gruff, we gotta keep moving.
I just get into the truck.
I literally start going on a geography rant while we all get in the van.
Like we all just push each other in the van. Like
Professor Gruff just starts laying down science.
All right.
Sapling's listening. We're just moving.
So we're all
I'm paying no heed to him.
And so what you see is the igneous rock from the settling processes is actually so far down underneath some of the metamorphic rock that you actually get these striated layers of iron that come through, which is why iron is such a valuable commodity in this part of the United States. There was actually like this big ship that went down kind of not near here, but like north of here. There's like a thing.
While
and
he's
then-
During
talking,
this,
I'm taking my hat off and I'm putting it on his head.
Imp is like, while this is happening, Imp is verifying all of the magazines for the Colt 1911. Not menacingly or anything, just like, all right, good. Still loaded. We didn't use that.
I assume
Everything's
we're driving
functioning.
at this point.
I was going to say, by the way,
Yeah.
Sapling, as you get in, Fred hands you a cup of what looks like coffee.
Does it smell like coffee?
It smells like really good coffee, actually.
I'm afraid with my background knowledge of that world, what this might be. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. If it smells like coffee and looks like coffee, Sapling's gonna drink it.
Okay.
I pull out my lighter to
Where did
to
that even
spark
come
up.
from?
I pull out my lighter to spark up.
I'm just
It's
assuming
in,
that
by the way,
Your question.
Sapling,
That
it's
now?
in actually
Is that the
a it's in
Tacos come from
an
the
OTA
box.
mug.
Okay. Wow.
It's like in a cafeteria mug, although not cafeteria coffee. This is definitely not. So
It just says Bart sucks on it.
Come through the closet in the van? She's not asking. She has no reason to distrust Fred in this manner. He's produced enough tacos from his box. Other strange food items is not going to
the
start
coffee
making her.
Yeah, it's great.
the coffee tastes fantastic, almost as good as your home coffee.
But how?
I
And is there enough of that to go around for everybody?
Fred has earned a little bit of favor. I gotta make. I actually need to put
He
it.
kind of turns. He turns to you, Gruff, and goes, "Sure," and like flips down the lid on the taco box and reaches in and pulls out a mug of coffee and hands it back.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, those who want it should get it. I'm not going to touch it because I can't. So I probably shouldn't actually.
I'm definitely going to drink it.
Tastes really good.
Fantastic.
So he kind of looks around. Anybody else?
I'm good, as I'm now working on the MP5s magazines.
Okay. He turns around, closes. What'd you say?
Where did you get this from, Fred?
The box.
I
Right.
said, I'll take a cup, Fred.
He closes the door, opens it back up, reaches in, pulls it out, and hands you a cup.
Thanks.
And then closes the door again.
I thought the box could only make tacos. How's the coffee? Whatever.
Glitch will take one too.
Opens it up, pulls it out, hands it back, closes it up.
Huh.
And for all of you, it tastes really good. It's a really good coffee.
Is it really that good of an idea to distract Fred with coffee while he's driving?
I mean, at this
He
point,
hasn't actually started the van yet. He's kind of waiting. He kind of looks.
We've all said go.
yeah, we.
I think we're good now,
Tim is
Fred.
yelling at him. Head left.
So he starts driving away.
We all probably tried to get a few good gulps in before the driving started.
Oh yeah, anybody who had it up to them. Oh yeah, no, it's very much a. When he starts, it's a foot to the floor.
I think we all know enough though to like wait. Okay,
Yeah.
I see that
Hold on.
bomb coming up. Okay, wait.
Why do you think Imp went no on the coffee? Because he said OTA mug, not travel mug.
Oh yeah, no, these are the ceramic OTA cafeteria mugs. Yeah.
I really hope I don't have to
I
fill
rolled
out
a
paperwork
judgment
for these
roll.
getting broken.
I got a 9 plus 8,
That's not bad.
17.
You only
Where's
spilled a
my-
little bit.
Yeah.
My passive judgment's very high. That will never text me.
It's
So, all right.
some of us aren't used to being able to eat or to partake in the stuff that comes out of the box.
Fair.
It's fair.
He has yet to prove that he could pull something out for me, though.
And you haven't asked. I'm concerned.
That's
how
actually very
origin would
true.
be.
That's actually very
I thought
true.
The box could only do tacos.
I mean, yeah, up until this point, I thought it could only do tacos.
To be fair, nobody asked.
All right, so
I didn't need anything besides tacos.
all right, so
So-
we got to go in.
Yep. So as you're driving, the GPS says it'll take about well, originally it says 10 minutes, and then it starts rerouting, and now it's like 20 minutes.
Heavy
So-
traffic volume. Rerouting. More what?
What? Traffic.
Tourists. Those darn tourists.
Well, it rates. There are certain roads that on the GPS are marked at like 45 miles an hour that you really don't want to take faster than like 10 or 15, or else, well, you don't have any wheels left or axles.
This is Fred, though.
I'm not saying he's not obeying the speed limit. Speaking of which, those of you who have the coffee, go ahead and give me an HEC roll.
That's not as good as my judgment, though, Bryan.
35.
Okay.
23.
26.
31.
All right. Glitch, you're the only one that the target number was 25. You're the only one who actually dropped your mug. Neuro, you spilled a fair amount of yours. Sapling and Gruff, you kind of were like,
I've done the drive and drink thing before.
You just gotta hold it kind of loose. It's it's kind of like the ultimate Zen. You gotta just hold your coffee, loose. Keep it level.
I've drank coffee with my dad driving. I'm pretty good at this.
So,
Fred, can I get another one, but in a sippy cup?
He kind of chuckles.
He's driving.
You son of a.
No, Fred.
No, he can.
Two hands.
He kind of chuckles and says, "When we arrive."
Seriously, we're 3 tires on this road right now. The other tire is not up in the air; it is hovering over.
Yeah, there are times that
I'm afraid to look at the damage on this when we get to our destination.
There's a reason
we're
there probably
probably
are
walking
heavy-duty shocks and struts and all of the undercarriage is all very heavy-duty and armored.
I now have the world's most terrifying race. I really do. It involves 3 people, one of which is in a van.
Yeah. All right. So after a little while, you do end up arriving. You arrive at this hill. It's just kind of there's this road that runs alongside of it. It's out kind of in the middle of nowhere on this small island. And he kind of pulls up and about as far as we can go. And you look and he's like, it's about a couple hundred yards that way.
That is not the worst ground you've driven on.
Gruff just kind of leans out, looks. That's not a highest peak. That's like flat ground.
Going to gaggle it is.
Also, when they write these, this was like probably pre-glacier prophecy type stuff.
I mean,
it never said it was super high. It just said it was the highest point. We are an island.
Geographically speaking, with the glaciers in this area, it actually helped with the striating of the iron ore in these.
All right.
As Gruff is going on, Fred kind of reaches over, opens the thing, and pulls out a literal sippy cup filled with coffee and hands it to you, Glitch, and close the lid.
Thank you, Fred.
You're welcome.
Hey, isn't that Agent Verberg's coffee cup?
Quite possible.
It's identical.
He's going to be mad when he finds out.
What are we actually are we looking at, like a lot of woods or more of an open field?
Yeah, so it is at the direction that Fred points in the direction of the map shows, it's about 200 yards or so. It's probably, game terms, it's probably about just over a distance of 5 into a fairly wooded area. There are some heavy woods that start kind of right past the edge of the road. And it's certainly nothing that the van could even think about getting through at that point.
So as I'm going to get out then, if we need to kind of hoof it the rest of the way up.
But
Are you putting your hoofs on?
No, I didn't actually mean that to be a pun. Well done, everyone. That wasn't intentional.
That's the best one.
That's just Simon speak for walking. As I get out of the vehicle, I would like to look at my compass again. Am I seeing any sort of deviation from what was north previously?
Yeah, now you're getting interference with the usual natural suspects, especially up here. So
yeah. All right. Well, this makes more sense. The compass is kind of freaking out now. It's saying that way is north, and it's actually that. Anyway, but we need to go up to the top of the hill. So let's get walking.
Hill.
All right, let's do this. Brad, thank you for not trying to push the fan through this.
Oh, you stop.
Brad, do you think we can make it?
Between a combination of like the good coffee and like about to walk into the woods, even though like we don't know what we're gonna find. Like Sapling's the closest to a good mood you've seen her in a really, really long time.
Roll for Seattle weather.
Yeah, exactly. That hasn't happened in a while.
You're right, it hasn't.
Watch it, it's gonna start pouring.
I mean, very specifically, when you say you're in a good mood, I have to mess with that.
See, it always ends up being like cold and snowy.
Actually, what's really funny is you also realize that for once, it's Seattle. For once, it's actually kind of sunny around your tree.
For this hour right now.
For this, at least for the next 15 minutes, you know.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna start looking for some kind of cave around here.
I'm strategically scoping out the trees. I mean, it is kind of my domain.
Yeah. And this is very much what you would, similar to what you would be at home in. Same thing for you, Sapling. It's very much dense woods on an island. You're kind of enjoying the Sapling. You're enjoying the nature aspect. 42, you hate nature.
I reluctantly trek it.
Yes. I mean, you use it. You're just not a fan of the no technology side of it.
I left for a reason.
Yep. So, what you doing?
I would like to take a look around, see if I can't find any more of those tracks that we saw in Mackinac Island.
Okay. Give me a survival.
I could do awareness or track.
You're specifically looking for tracks. Give me a track, please. Survival track.
Oh, I'm so close to exploding up.
But...
Anybody else who's kind of wanting to
82.
look? Okay. Anybody else who's kind of wanting to look around to see whatever, let me know, and then go ahead and make a survival awareness. Or if you're trying to look for specifically tracks, then survival track.
Alex to roll 6s today.
I got
it's a 20.
I got a whole 48.
I would actually like to do a tracking roll, but I don't want to look for the weird tracks that we found on Mackinac. I'd like to look for some more of those combat style boots that we saw.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna look for how like disturbed the
I
vegetation.
was just looking for
I'm-
any tracks in general that we saw on Mackinac Island.
Right.
I'm looking for
I get
it.
that.
I'm looking just for anything that doesn't seem right around here for the environment. I got an 87.
Is that still track or is that something else?
That'd be a
Have
survival
similar
awareness. So
awareness.
So yeah.
yeah. So if you're not specifically looking for tracks, if you're like 42 is looking for kind of general, that would be an awareness. Gruff, what'd you roll for your track?
78.
No, there's my normal rolls. 64 for survival awareness. Just trying to see how disturbed the forest is.
Okay.
Yeah, I got an
It's more of a corn fan.
86
Okay.
for survival awareness.
Let's see here. Vlad and Gruff, you notice some older tracks, not recent, not within the last week or so. Beyond that, you really can't tell age, but you know that they're not fresh per se. And a
They
lot
are
of it,
similar style.
a lot of it is, I mean, there's a lot of the kind of the hiking boot and the kind of the work boot thing, but you do notice some of the combat track type patterns that you have seen at the other locations. 42 Sapling and Glitch. There's not a lot around here that looks disturbed or out of place, per se. It doesn't look like anybody has been through here too recently.
Can I switch discs and roll a tracking?
Sure. It will take, what do we figure, about a minute or so to do the swap over and change out? Okay.
Doing a little bit of number crunching to bring it to version 2.
Fair.
Much easier when we just build characters in versions instead of converting them.
But now we know how to help people convert their version 1 to version 2 when it comes out. So
That's true.
And
It also, you know,
so it would have been on the disk. So that would so we didn't convert any real numbers. We would have done the
yeah, what do you have on that disc? What would have been?
so the original number
Oh,
was,
that's right. If it was on the disc, we're doing NPC numbers, aren't we?
yes.
And what were we at? Competent? Is that what we were at for those?
Yes.
Okay. That's my job. So you rolled a total of 33 for survival track. 33 plus your...
My roll was a 9.
Okay. So 33, so 42. Okay. Yeah, you don't find much of anything as far as tracking goes after all that. Okay. So what you doing?
Looking around. Obviously looking around.
I'm gonna relay the fact that I found some boots, and you said it had to be more than a week. That they've
It
been
seems like they're at least a week, if not longer.
Yeah.
looking around kind of the top of the hill, can I see like which way the wind is coming I guess.
Yes.
As I'm kind of observing that, I'd like to go to the side of the hill where it would be more sheltered from the wind.
Okay.
On the lee side of the hill, and see if I can't find anything on the lee side of the hill.
Okay. It's going to take you. You're going to wander away from the group. It's not a tall hill, but it's a fairly sizable mound per se. So you wander off a little bit, and very quickly, in amongst.
Can I shout out before I wander off?
Yeah.
I say, I'm on comms. Gonna go around the hill.
Okay.
I'll go along on a walk.
Yeah, same.
I put my goggles on.
It's a good idea.
I was just thinking about.
I mean, mine are like around my neck, so.
Well, you're also in your sunsuit, so
Glitch has mine.
That's right.
I said Gruff. I was like, wait, no, that's wrong. That's me. I'm Gruff. He's Glitch.
I've got Gruff's goggles on.
All right.
Mine were in a state of disrepair at the moment.
So 42 and Sapling, you've got your goggles on. Glitch has Gruff's goggles on.
They're not on yet.
Okay.
I
so 42 and Glitch has them on.
I said I was getting mine on too.
Okay. All right. And are you all wandering, following Gruff, or are you splitting the party?
I mean, if the rest of the group is going with, I'm going to go with. But if anyone tries to stay behind, I'm going to stay with them.
I mean, how big is this? How far away are we going to get if by going the other direction?
I mean, maximum maybe 5, 6, maybe, a range. So, not very far.
We're on comms.
I was gonna say you're gonna lose visual sight very quickly due to some of the heavier scrub, but as far as distance wise, it's not that far.
Yeah,
we're in the woods. I think we can at least split in half and circle the opposite direction.
Yeah,
so that it doesn't take us as long to circle this thing.
Yeah,
actually, I want to follow the boot tracks, the military grade boot tracks.
Okay.
I've seen this
think
go
they
badly.
would lead towards a cave.
I'm gonna stick with Vlad.
Okay. So,
I am a sasquatch in the woods. I'm fine.
So, hold that thought. We're gonna pause our recording for momentarily, and then we'll come right back.
Do this thing.
All right. So we are back. All right. So, Vlad and Glitch are following tracks. Gruff, Imp, Neuro, you were going with them, right?
I have not decided yet.
Okay, so Gruff and Imp are going arbitrarily to the left. Sapling 42, what are you folks doing? Neuro, what are you doing?
Went to the left. I'm going to the right.
Okay.
I was going to go with Gruff, but now I see two of our members going towards the forest. I don't know that that's a good idea. That's our eventual direction of travel.
So now we have, and this is happening. So Gruff and Imp are going to the left. 42 is going the other direction to go around the hill the other way. And basically Vlad and Glitch are going to go straight up the middle towards the peak. So Sapling
I'll go with Gruff and Imp because they're not wearing their goggles right now.
Okay.
We tend to not wear our goggles. We're like team no goggles.
Well, it's really hard. They don't make them for goat faces yet.
I gave him to Glitch. He broke his.
Sapling, so what do you do as you watch your entire team disperse?
Wait.
You're the one who said we're on a time crunch.
Divide and conquer.
But into the woods?
I'm a
We-
Sasquatch.
That's where we're going.
To sell a friend.
I was just saying, I haven't even seen that show, but that's what I know.
Wait, what?
I guess because I have like expertise in the forest, I guess I'll go with Team Forest. Like, wait, why are we? Wait, okay.
So 42, you're going arbitrarily to the right. Neuro, Imp, and Neuro and Imp are following Gruff to the left. Vlad and Glitch are following tracks that end up leading towards the so-called peak.
Oh, I thought they were going into the woods. Okay, sorry.
I mean, yeah, it's all woods at this point. It's all around, off the road. It's all woods at this point.
Oh, okay. I don't
So,
know
but they're going kind of directly up the middle. That's where the tracks are leading. So, Sapling, where are you going?
I'll go with Vlad.
Okay.
Glitch,
That's great. I can go stealth mode.
He's gonna hide.
That's
in the
true.
van. Hide in the van. Hide in the van. Everybody keep your comms on. I guess, Fred. Keep your comms on.
What?
What?
Like, I mean, what?
Did you say something?
Click, click, click. Everybody keep your comms.
Com check. Sorry, I didn't get that last. What was that?
Radio check. Sound off.
right.
42. Go ahead and give me a survival stealth roll.
So where's 42 going?
Here's my stealth. Where is stealth on here? Survival.
You don't know.
Okay.
42 is going stealthy.
One.
You can't see them.
But around the other side of the hill? Was that the plan?
65.
Okay. With some obvious bonuses due to your
Pretty stealthy.
squatchiness. So
Silent.
I'm a bear.
Does a squatch walk in the woods?
If there was a bear, oh man.
There's a bear on Beaver Island. What the?
I'm thinking more raccoon.
So, all right. Who do I want to deal with first? All right.
Whichever one of us moves the plot along, you can just call us all in. That's who you want to deal with first.
That's true. That's true.
It's kind of the point, yeah.
So, Gruff, as you're moving that direction, what are you looking for in particular? Are you going to run tracking again, or?
As I am moving along the side of the hill, the lee side of the hill, the anti-wind side.
Yep.
I'm looking for cutouts or caves. It's a very basic survival instinct for people to find shelter from the wind. And so if you're going to make an entrance, you'd want to make that on the opposite side of where the wind's coming. So if the bad weather's going over the top of you, you don't have the weather blowing into the door effectively.
All right. Okay. Fair call. Give me a survival awareness.
Just working on my animal instincts here.
Give me a survival awareness for anybody who is with you then. And I'll come back to you. Vlad.
Can I just assist him?
Are you a team player?
I am very much a team player. I am not a lone wolf.
What are our help rules?
Does it say that you're a team player, though?
That's a good point.
Crap.
We have those rules.
Yeah, sure, somewhere.
We so rarely work as a unit. We haven't needed those rules.
Look, I am way out of my element here. We are not talking with people. We are moving through the woods. I have a little bit of survival awareness, but by God, Gruff is the one to be out there.
Let me see if I can find the.
I'm just wandering. I don't have any. Other than, again, pure survival instinct, I don't have any process for going to the lee side of this hill. That's it.
Hey, Imp.
Yes.
I got some gloves for you.
All right. So Gruff, give me a survival awareness roll then. And yes, I found the rules. Imp, give me a survival awareness roll as well.
58.
And you have, obviously, you've got judgment. You have all three, right? Judgment, survival.
Yeah, I
and
don't.
survival
The only thing
awareness?
I'm missing out is a expertise.
Okay. So that is a, what'd you say?
58.
58 divided by 3. Round down, I think. Yep. 58 divided by 3 is not quite 20, so it'd be
18.
18.
Wait, 58 would be 19.
19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, rounded down to be 19. You're right. Gruff, what'd you roll?
80.
So a 99 total for your survival awareness working together.
I got 99.
When you folks think you can't complete things alone, you can now work together. Say hello to work together rules in version 2.0.
It's true.
The question is why we haven't been working together.
Better
on all
working
survival
together
awareness
rules than
checks.
version 1.
Better
2.0.
working together.
Better working together, yes.
We won't discuss how long it took us to work them out.
We had to work together.
Oddly working together. Okay. So trying to think here. All right. I will come back to you. Vlad and Glitch, you were following the tracks. Go ahead and give me a tracking, please.
Me too, or I'm just following them.
Are you looking at tracking too, or are you just following them?
I mean, if Vlad said there were tracks, which I believe that he did,
Yep.
I mean, I have 5 points in tracking. I feel like I might as well give it a go.
Okay. All right. I mean, if you guys want to also work together and help do
Probably
more of the
good
tracking. All right.
Good idea.
Okay.
For those playing along at home, I rolled a 4.
Oh,
Which
wow.
gives you a whopping total of
Divided by 3.
26. Well, 26 divided by 3.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. You're just rolling your die because there's the other stuff happening. I'm confused.
That would
That'd
be
8.
8. Sapling, what'd you roll?
58. I rolled 18.
So that's a 19. We already figured that one out. And
Okay.
you have track and survival, right? Okay. And then Vlad, what'd you roll?
So my total without their help is 75.
Nice. There's a reason you're the one leading this charge.
That's 83.
That would be a 102 total.
93. Yeah, 102.
Okay.
Did we
And
find the things?
42, what were you looking for? Are you just doing the survival awareness thing, trying to
Just see, one, if the glasses are picking up on anything. 2, if I
Okay.
just sense things that are off in nature.
fair call. Give me a $42. Give me a survival roll.
Just straight survival.
Straight survival.
That is 55.
Okay. Let's start with you. You notice there is something off about the area. The nature feels wrong.
Oh.
That's about what you can put your finger on. It's different. A couple things. There's not much like the background. There's no birds. There's no. I mean, there should be a lot of nature sounds. You're not hearing that, but that's not just it. You kind of expect that after Fred crashed to a stop in the truck, you know. But it's not just that. There's something else that's wrong in this area. And it's just wrong. Gruff, you and Imp are able to find, it takes you a while. Neuro, you're with us, yeah. Or you're with them, yeah. Gruff,
his survival, if he was helping along, his survival actually would have counted for it too.
That's true.
I rolled for one. It just didn't get added in. That would be another additional 24 points to the 99.
Okay, cool. So you rolled 75 plus?
I rolled a 74 and divided by 3, rounded down. That's 24.
Yep, that'd be 24. You're right.
Dang.
All right, so that's
123.
Yeah, 123. All right, so you are, and this, boys and girls, is definitely the power of working together.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Overrated.
Says the one person by themselves.
We had been together 42 just for the sense of like, what's wrong with nature? The two most nature.
To be completely honest, I would say if there's something going wrong with nature down there, I don't know that I found anything other than a couple of caves where people might hide out.
So Team Gruff.
Sorry, Team Goat. We are Team Goat.
Team Goat.
Team Goat, greatest of all time.
You got it.
If Neuro wasn't with you, it'd be Team Stoner, but that's a whole nother problem.
Team Stoner, Team Loner, and Team
Team Loner, Team Stoner.
Team Goner.
I was waiting for that.
I was gonna keep my mouth shut. That was the first thing to come in my mind, and I was just gonna keep my mouth shut on it.
All right. Team Loner, Team Stoner, and Team Goner. Yep.
Team Goner.
Hey, Gal.
Oh, all right.
Although I do like what Jessie suggested in the chat, Team Leeward. Which
I think I'm sorry. I think Team Stoner won.
Team Stoner, it is.
I just always think Leeward and Windward are the sides of the Big Island in Hawaii.
Okay, Gruff. No more lectures. We already had this.
All right, so Team Stoner. You do find some indications that there's a cave somewhere here, somewhere on that side, and it takes you a little bit, but you do find what looks to be an entrance that at first glance is natural, but there's something very quickly inside of it. You realize it's been carved out and hollowed out beyond that. So, so kind of as you get to that cave entrance, you do see within the first distance of 2, there are signs that it was actually machined beyond that. Or not necessarily machined, but carved beyond that, and leads deeper into the giant mountain that's there, the tiny mound.
Did we find something?
Team Goner.
You stepped on a landmine. I mean, what?
Hey guys, it looks like
Oh,
we
did really
found
good on our
something.
tracking check. Hey
So
guys.
as you're walking and following it, you notice that it starts to the tracks start to kind of wander a little bit, and then they move. Actually, you're following them, and you realize that they actually do move kind of towards where Team Stoner was headed on that side of the island, or that side of the mound. I can't call it a mountain. I really can't. It's not even really a hill.
It happens.
For those who look up the actual USGS topical maps, it's not
800 feet tops.
and it's only like 50 or 60 feet higher than the other highest point on the island. It's legit. Yeah.
We're within a stone's throw elevation right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so.
I was gonna say it's about on par as Iowa.
Probably, yeah.
Probably. Yeah, so very actually, Team Stoner, give me a individually give me survival awareness rolls as you're looking at.
Oh God.
Okay.
Why did I fail this one?
49.
Okay.
70.
83.
Okay. And
No.
Team Goner.
73.
Okay. And Team Goner, go ahead and give me survival awareness rolls individually, please.
And look at the bright side. I didn't roll low enough that I'm going to turn and unload an MP5 in their general direction while screaming, suppressing fire.
Contact.
98.
Nice.
Okay.
69.
Nice.
84.
Is it fitting that Team Stoner is doing so well today?
Yeah. it is.
Oh yeah, we're going to go so badly.
Maybe we
Okay,
should let
so-
our audience know what day we're filming.
I mean, I think we've already tipped.
It's April
tipped our
20th today.
hat for the day.
Yeah. So in complete honesty, here we are actually filming on 4/20 today for Steam. It is rather fitting for Team Stoner to be doing well today. So as Team Stoner, as you are standing there, kind of looking at the cave, Gruff and Neuro, you hear some rustling coming from on the hill, kind of above you. And as you were approaching Team Goner, as you were approaching, actually all of you heard and realized it was Team Stoner on the other side. So you guys are approaching not so carefully. You're following the tracks into where up to them, but Gruff and Neuro, you hear rustling. You don't necessarily identify. You hear something coming towards you.
Suppressing fire.
I run forward to the mouth of the cave. I pick up a stone. And I just sit there and I wait.
Okay.
I also get into the mouth of the cave and like have my MP5 up because I obviously didn't see anything because they both rolled better than me. And it was like,
Yep. So you're reacting to their reacting. All right.
Yep, I run into the cave and grab the ghost gun.
Oh, no.
We
Okay.
We saw that it was them, right?
And as
you figure that it's them,
We
yes.
know to expect.
And as that happens, I do remember that I am part of a tactical government team of special agents. I go, guys, I think there's someone coming from above the hill.
We have contact. It's okay. We have a good ambush set up. As soon as they show their faces, I'm going to start shooting. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. We'll get them. We'll take them out
hear
fast.
You guys without the comms. It's just.
Oh, I had an idea and you kind of ruined it.
Comms have been.
I'm sorry.
Comms have been compromised.
I continue to hold the stone. I poke my head out and I just look up.
As I approach the cave,
as Vlad,
I see Gruff poke his head out, and I go down, and I'm like, "Hi."
As Vlad's bright yellow suit.
Don't startle Neuro into shooting you in the face with that gun.
No, just Gruff. I only see Gruff. Yeah. And I'm doing it just to Gruff.
I'm just waiting for you to startle Neuro into actually shooting you in the face with that gun, and we're like, well, it was nice knowing that character.
I'm just
40,
gonna be like,
42
hey,
Gruff.
With you guys? Where's 42?
I would have been waving the broom.
I take the stone and I toss it right in front of his feet and just go, you're lucky. That could have ended really badly for you.
It could have ended badly for you if we didn't hear you.
Or
like hear your voices and stuff.
They were here because
I was here. That's where I said I was going. Don't sneak up on me.
We didn't know it was this cave you were going to.
Calm down. This is going in my report to Ghost.
Hey,
calm down.
Hey guys, there might be enemies in the cave. We should probably quiet down.
True. Anyone know where 42 is?
Yeah, I thought 42 was with you guys.
I thought 42 was
42. And over the radio, I can hear you guys on the other side of the hill.
I was waiting for 42 to just be behind us with that stealth roll. Like, what took you all?
Actually, speaking of which, as you guys are standing there and going through that, Gruff, you actually notice movement out of the corner of your eye, just a little bit of movement, and you turn around, and 42 is literally just kind of standing there.
I'm 42.
So if you're all done doing whatever you're doing, Sapling, nature feels off right now. You noticed? Or were you distracted?
Sapling, give me a survival roll, please.
I sit quietly and try to open myself to nature.
Do you start smoking something?
I'm just gonna lean up against the mouth of the cave.
I'm gonna roll the David die because I
That's fair.
that was pretty good. Let's see, 52.
Okay. Now that 42 has mentioned it, nature does feel really weird around you. It's off.
Does it feel, aside from it being unnaturally quiet, I guess I'm just looking, is there anything more specific of a sense that I can get that?
Like if somebody being in tune to nature, are we like feeling like itchy? That type of wrong, like twitchy feeling.
It feels like threatening or wrong or oppressive or just
wrong. It's wrong. Does not feel good.
Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't notice that earlier. Yeah.
You had a few distractions. I look at your partners.
True.
She was helping me track, okay?
Gosh, part of me wants to try to come up with a faith ability, but let me see what I got.
Don't you have a speak with plants or something? Or did we just talk about that at one
sense
point?
memory wood, but yeah, no, we haven't done anything else.
There's wood everywhere.
There is.
True, but I don't know if that will give us, a good sense from just like one tree. Huh. I had some stuff like written up that we haven't rolled for, but it's not really appropriate for what I'm looking for. I'd like communicate with plants, but I don't know that that's quite it.
Well, you can basically ask the plants if they feel unhealthy or something.
It's true. That's true. I guess what I want to do would be to just literally like close my eyes and like open myself up to the nature around me to try to get a better sense of what might be going on. So not looking for like who's been here, what do you remember, but like what is going on right now? What state is the nature in?
Are you talking about that for a faith ability or for kind of your dryadness? Same diff.
Kind of. I mean, for simplicity's sake, I kind of think like dryadness.
Okay. It's been a while. What talents do you have?
I have home defense, shape, repair organic materials, form, pine needle, and animate plant.
Okay. Give me a let's go with a survival. You know what? It's pure survival awareness, I think, at this point. So it's just kind of that extended survival awareness.
Don't fail me now, Dave. 19 on
Nice.
die. Thank you, brother of mine. Let's see, math. 78.
Okay. After a while, and by a while, I mean probably a couple minutes of just kind of communing, you really can't tell more of what's going on other than just something is very, very wrong in this area.
Okay.
And it is, after that time, it is very much firm in your mind and firm in your gut that something is wrong, nature-wise, in this area.
I actually... Oh, go ahead, please.
As Imp is one of the few, I think actually technically the only person in this group that's traveled outside of this realm, does this kind of feel like one of those places where it's maybe like where the world isn't as thick as it should be?
I travel outside of this realm all the time, man.
Mentally, spiritually, not physically.
To be fair, I think Sapling has traveled to Alfear a couple times, if I remember right. With
I don't know if we ever decided that. Wasn't there a question of if half would be allowed to? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. All right. So to answer your question, trying to think.
Not that he's going to attempt to cross, but he is going to say, but he kind of knows how others feel.
sucks for you, but give me a judgment roll.
Always. Yeah.
There's absolutely nothing else it would be at
Faith?
that point.
We could call
You know
it.
what?
Yeah,
I'll take a
judgment.
faith roll. I'll take a
Judgment
faith roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll take a judgment faith roll. Sure.
More specialized.
To explode up. Sweet.
Oh, I got a 19 on the die.
That's impressive. All right.
Yeah.
Still good.
Holy shit.
He's so taken aback he can't think.
That's a 41, almost a 42. I was so close to the perfect number.
It doesn't necessarily feel like as you called it, and I think that's an apt description, where the world is thin here. It doesn't quite feel like that, but now that it's been brought to your attention, there is something
out of sync, or maybe crackly about the world. Leaky.
It's not right. And that's kind of where that's kind of all that you've got with that roll.
This is.
But you're right. It's not exactly where you normally find the paths, the doorways. It's just not right.
This place isn't right. To my senses, we should probably get inside. I'm guessing whatever's causing this to not feel right is that way.
Pointing at the cave, I'm sure.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
The big dark cave behind me.
Okay. Then I know it's a little bit short tonight, but I think that's where we're going to call it. Because we want to have plenty of time for what's coming next. So,
y'all gonna die.
So I think we're going to call it here for the night. Spas.
I used stealth for the first time.
Yeah.
You did. You stealthed out well. What do you have in that right now?
Stealth. Well, I have 2 stealths. My regular stealth is 51, and I also have stealth disguise camo as well.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what? Add. It's been that is, I think, the first time you've actually used that skill in this entire campaign.
We've been going into caves. I'm not good at caves.
Oh, well, in 2, but I believe in 1 you used it for Perry's place.
That's true.
Okay,
to get in.
that was a while ago.
That was a while ago. Okay, go ahead and take 5 points in survival stealth. No, I'm going to step back from that. Take 7 points in a new expertise, survival stealth woods. So new expertise for you. Make sure I say that right. Sapling.
Oh, I did some looking and some tracking. And a question, that earlier role wouldn't be an esoteric Fey Dryad, because that's more of an intellect thing than that's more like my knowledge of Dryad.
Yeah, that wouldn't be an intellect. It was very much a although we're going to give you you know what? You're going to gain a new expertise today. Survival awareness nature. 7 points.
Thank you. Thanks.
Gruff.
I tracked some stuff. Awareness did some stuff.
Picked up a rock and almost killed Vlad.
I almost went Cain and Abel on
That's true.
Vlad.
Wow.
No, I with the pulling out a compass thing and some of the survival awarenessy stuff, maybe maps and tracking, or maps and navigation. Pardon me.
Yeah, you know what? Do you have survival maps?
Yes,
Right now?
I think I'm pretty sure. Yes, I do. That's for me to know and you to find out how many I have. Yes.
I'm going to go a different direction.
Sure.
Do you have Science Earth?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
All right. You're going to get a new expertise. Science Earth. Would the expertise be?
Teaching training, since he was teaching us about it.
Dude,
He's a
no,
geologist.
Step that back.
He's a geologist and he's a biologist. Everyone forgets this.
Almost like we're distracted by him.
Actually,
I forgot the biologist part.
Do you have Science Earth geology?
No.
Then go ahead and take 7 points in Science Earth geology. Neuro, what'd you do?
Awareness.
And a little track.
No, I never rolled for track.
No, they were big tracks.
Oh yeah, no, you're with Team Stoner.
Okay, go ahead and you did work a lot with Gruff and Imp on the survival awareness. Go ahead and take a new expertise, survival awareness, nature. 7 points, please. See if I can get everybody a new expertise this time.
There you go.
Vlad.
I tracked real well.
You tracked really well.
And I don't have an expertise in track.
Not at all.
No.
Wow.
That's just a base survival track.
Go ahead and take survival track nature at 7 points, please.
Cool.
Glitch.
I ordered coffee in the sippy cup.
Hold on. HEC expertise, holding coffee cup.
No, actually, what we're going to do is we're going to give you.
It's judgment, really, right?
Upholder, new attachment.
No, he has one. We sent him the file, and this slot popped on the back of his head.
Glitch. First of all, you're going to take. You don't have tracking as a hard-coded skill. You've got that on your discs, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and give you 5
Survival.
points survival track. Actually, 7 points survival track because it's a brand new skill for you. Imp.
Made a faith roll.
You did make a faith roll.
You always angled for that faith. Good though.
But he's got to have faith.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the artist's name.
And that's where we're stopping because we don't have the rights to that song.
Nope.
Imp, we're going to go a slightly different direction. We are going to do a new expertise, survival awareness, nature.
I was the thought I had was maybe just tossing it out there. Faith, expertise, like thickness sense or something like that, like
World sync.
worlds.
I feel like that's a little
sense.
survival awareness sort of thing.
Yeah, I think. Let me think about this. No, I think we're gonna go with survival awareness, nature this time around.
Okay.
I like where you were thinking. This may be subject to change if I may reconsider this, but right now take 7 points in survival awareness, nature as an expertise. We'll know between now and next time we get together again. So next time we will enter the cave and move on. So
We're not
thank
gonna
you so
move
much.
on. We're gonna
Try
stay
to
right in
move
the
on.
mouth of the cave.
Try to move on.
Try to move on.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we'll see you back next same rat time, same rat channel. Correct?
Yep.
If I'm correct on that.
We'll continue to move at the speed of the restore core.
Same.
Moving on is for well-adjusted, healthy people.
That's not us.
That's not
Not
you.
by
No.
any means.
Nope. Fair call. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and like and comment down below. It really helps us out in the algorithms. Also, before you go, if you have not subscribed to us yet, smash that subscribe button over there. And I probably have another video waiting for you to hit and watch right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it again. You guys are awesome. This is the One Legged GM. Happy hunting.